Mere fees from where the Georgia Dome stood and the Falcons played for a quarter century. We're looking at the team's home since the 2017 season, Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Atlanta Falcons.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And we're underway in Atlanta. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Play action now with Purdy. Thrown towards running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense, not on that one.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Off the play fake, Purdy. It's caught. Pearsall has it. Keeps it moving. And they're going to have 1st and goal. He's out of bounds just shy of that 5-yard line. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it. They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown.
The 49ers take a 6-0 lead right away. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Falcons, nothing. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's Carter on the return. Shoots away from one. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. And they send a man in motion. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Firing quickly is Penix. Complete. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field. It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. 4th down, Penix. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There's not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
That's low and bounces short of his man. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, then completions follow.
Completed over the middle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Here's Carter on the return. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. They got to him early, and they laid a big hit on him.
At their own 15-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go, Shaq. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Nick Bosa on the stop. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 12-yard line.
So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. It's a 10-0 ball game. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. Penix working from the gun. To the right side and reeled in by London. And they're going to take him down finally, but not before he puts his own goal line well in that rearview mirror. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Robinson up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Taken down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
From the shotgun, Penix has him on the quick hitter. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd down, it's Penix. Taking a deep shot here. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
They do go for it. It's Penix. He connects downfield. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first down, here's Penix. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Jason Pinnock picks it. And the 49ers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame.
The 49ers. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
After this one, we're going to hit the 2-minute warning. First down throw by Purdy. Rolling out to his left. Connects on the crosser. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. That throw behind his intended target. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's second down.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense...
Falcons driving in, and they're going to bring him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the third row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now third down is so much harder.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Here he goes, third and long. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. And he's taken down at the 30. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on third and 17.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On first and 10, it's McCaffrey. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be second down. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy.
The 30-yard line.
And that will not be enough for a first down. Working quickly here.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it third and 3.
McCaffrey on third down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Fourth down and 1.
Inside of field goal range, but the kicker ain't moving. They're going for this. Must not have liked what they saw on 4th and 1 there. They're going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So 4th down's going to bring out Eddie Pinheiro and the 49ers field goal unit for the first time. It's a 38-yard look here. Pinheiro's kick is good. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
We hear it every single week, Kate, when we talk to these special teams coaches, frankly, the whole team and head coaches, how important just that momentum is coming into break and heading out of break. Well, that was job well done. Mission accomplished to score before the end of half.
And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins.
Set, go.
Penix now on first down. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked by Marquise Siegel. And the 49ers will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
Yeah, we know in this league, takeaways are a big deal, but you get interception and chunk yards with it, that is a gold star effort.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's first and goal.
Get set, get set. Watch out.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's second and goal. From the gun is Purdy. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And it's incomplete on third and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win. We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile till they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
Here's Carter on the return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's Carter on the return. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. 22-yard line. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10.
Shut up. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Starting the half with Robinson. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. On the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's a counter give to Robinson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Simply nowhere to go on that counter play, Kate. Backside defenders took away one side, and they overwhelmed the blocking right in the middle.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
Viking 18.
Penix now to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond third down today. You can just look up that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now time's not on their side either.
Trying for it with Penix. That's cut beyond the marker. And he has this down to the 34. What a play on fourth down. Give him the first after a gain of 27.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Ready? 70 tempo, go!
All in by Mooney, left side. And on first down, only gets about a yard here. And the defender there to force him out.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. 2 yards.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. It's Penix yet again. Going deep here for the end zone. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Jason Pinnock picks it. And the 49ers are finally tackled after a big return. They're going to have the football beyond their own 30 following the turnover.
At their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for them from the 31. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Purdy on the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Caught, nice gain left side. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
They'll try it right with McCaffrey. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. So 20 yards on that play. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
Going to the ground again on first. We'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's the 49ers with the football and a comfortable lead as well.
17-yard line.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Play action now, Purdy. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And this is down all the way to the 3. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
McCaffrey trying to punch it in. And he's in for the touchdown. The 49ers have likely locked up the win right there. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it.
And it's off the mark. The kick is no good, but I think they can spare a point or two given the size of this lead.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. Alford now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. He's looking deep once again. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jason Pinnock picks it. And they get to him and tackle him on the return, but will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. Okay, hang on, partner. Officials had to have just made a mistake, right? Did they just say accepted?
Yeah, I don't think I get this one either, Kate. This is where you got to step in and give me your great analysis, because this makes no sense. You basically just ripped up your lottery ticket.
Ready? Set up.
Penix here from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Check, Panther. Hot, hot.
On second down, Robinson. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it as they take him down for a loss. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
He'll put everything he's got behind it. Big game downfield. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. How about a big hitter, 30-40 yards there and a new set of downs. The ball's on the 48. Here we go, first down. Here's the backup, first throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins trying to push deep downfield. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. To the air on 3rd and long. Into traffic, complete. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Short pass brought in. He's still going at the 30. Down to the 10. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers keep adding to that fourth quarter